Rebels. As we'll see a team from the American, the UMASS Minutemen, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the goal line. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Hood. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass, it's Jordan. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Runs for the tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red. The Sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UMass offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. Last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one. This year, that position's got to play well.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Lee. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Spins away from the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Harding. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Catch in the middle, it's Stribling. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rebels want to move quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pump near the sticks, it's Lee. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. He's looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Trying play action. And as he throws, got it in the middle, it's Gray. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Back to throw, it's Jordan. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Pulled down for the tackle. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Here's a heat. Makes the grab, it's Adkins. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And his throw is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Minutemen! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. To the air, it's Jordan. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Lee. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks in, still on his feet. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's
the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
To throw, it's Jordan. Rush is on him.
They're up by a field goal over Troy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got an open man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Adkins. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment. He lobs one high down the left side, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lost to throw again. With the catch, it's Adkins. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They boot it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gray. And he's brought down after a nice game. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's great. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they hit to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth. He's got it. First down and more. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here.